to know, I know you've probably touched on this before, but as far as high school football training goes, bigger, faster, stronger, I feel like they dominate the market as far as equipment and training regiments goes.
They do, yes.
I don't know why Starting Strength can't implement, everybody. You've got the equipment guy, you've got the books, you could make a whole coursework and supply all the equipment to some of these high schools.
Yeah, we're not interested in doing business with high school kids.
It's just not our targeted
And
audience.
we're certainly as hell not interested in doing business with high school coaches. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Right.
High school coaches.
Well, the problem is, Rip, is they're not interested with us. There are some coaches who have some common sense that would listen to us, but
There's
the
3 or 4.
vast majority don't. So
No, the vast majority, hey, we got this.
So if we were to
I lifted weights. I know how to do this.
If we were to come to a coach that has no interest in what Starting Strength does and say, hey, you guys need to get your squat and deadlift up, they're going to say, well, that doesn't look like football. The hammer strength machine, that looks like football.
Well, that looks like football. That must be better.
So it's not us trying to go to them; it's the other way around.
Right.
And they don't want to.
And they're not going to.
Fair enough.
They're not going to.
And every now and then we'll get a call from a guy that does high school strength and conditioning, and they want to listen to us, but that's not the majority.
That's the exception.
Yes.
It's the exception. We will occasionally have a high school football coach show up at a seminar, and they tend to look puzzled for most of the time. And I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah, I figured that was the answer.
It's just the wrong market.
I disagree. I think that if the people are showing up to the gym and paying that money, they know what they're getting into.
Yeah, bigger.
Oh, I don't think so.
Bigger, faster, stronger has been around for a long time. I did it when I was in high school. When I was in high school, it was a fine. I mean, it wasn't the best, but it was we lifted heavy 3 days a week. We did plyometrics twice a week. The plyometrics didn't do shit, but you got to give the coaches something to do on the other 2 days. But it was a strength based program. I don't know what it is now. I'm sure it's pretty silly. But point being, I remember seeing some of the materials back in high school, and they did a great job of going around and marketing heavily to high school coaches, maybe college coaches, I don't know. But they had some really slick videos and marketing materials and stuff. And ultimately we don't have time or energy to do that shit, man. That what are you going to get out of it? People will just take the program and just copy it, and then you've done all this work for essentially nothing, especially when you have so many people who are perfectly willing to pay us for coaching. Yeah. Why would we pursue that? And then you got to deal with a football coach on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't deal with football
because
coaches.
the thing is it can't just be one coach. It has to be all the coaches invested. So you might have a strength and conditioning coach that has a good idea of, okay, this is what we need to be doing. But if the head coach doesn't agree with that, then the strength and conditioning coach, it doesn't matter what they want.
No.
So you have to have everybody involved that want to be involved.
Yeah, fair enough. I think if you put a coursework and an equipment package out, that it would blow up. But
it won't.
Maybe we'll see one day.
I don't think it will,
right.
Chase. I think you're wrong about that.
The thing is deadlifts and squats are universal, and that's what they're not doing heavy enough.
We have had a lot of experience over the years with all of these markets, and the last place we would concentrate time and money would be the high school football market. That's absolutely the last place to look to make money. And if bigger, faster, stronger can deal with those people, then good for them. But we're not going to do it. But we got other stuff to do.
Yeah,
if you'll look at our market really is basically easily defined as 55-year-old men who take Viagra. That's who our market is. People with disposable income, people who need this service, people who radically, drastically benefit from a strength increase, and people who are willing to spend money on it.
And again, every every high school gym or gym, they all have squat racks, they all have bench presses, they all have platforms to deadlift on. They already have the equipment. They don't need our equipment.
They're not going to buy an equipment package
and if a coach is interested in what we're doing, all thing they have to do is send an email and say, hey, I want a coach to come out here and do a clinic, and one of our coaches would show up and do a clinic. It wouldn't be that hard. So it's not us marketing towards them, it's them being interested in us.
I mean, really.
Understood.
They're not receptive, Chase.
High school football was how that's how I got introduced into lifting, was high school football, and then I bought my first starting strength book at 18, and then it's been off to the races since then. So.
All right. Well, good for
anyway,
you.
All right.
How many of your buddies did the same thing?
That's a good question. Not very damn many.
Not very
like
damn many.
had,
because there we are.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, man. Thanks for the call.
All right. Yep. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
He's neurotic, but I like him.
Sincere, kid.
Yeah, I like him.
Join us again this week on Starting Strength Radio. Our favorite call-in Q&A, where you call us and ask us questions, and we talk to you and give you the answers, and then you talk back to us and tell us why we're wrong, and we talk back to you and tell you why we're right. It's one of these kind of things. Next week, right here, Starting Strength Radio.